Go download my free legato course right now and learn to play fast in the fastest way possible.
It takes about 2 million repetitions to be able to do that with no effort whatsoever. If this is a surprise to you, that number, 2 million, then we're looking at a challenge. Because we need to know what it takes, right? And then we need to be, okay, that's what it takes to get what I want, and I still want it, but I need to figure out how to put in 2 million focused, relaxed, accurate repetitions of the same pattern without being so bored that I want to kill myself. See, now that's the challenge. And then you say, okay, how can I do that? And you know the recipe. If you've been studying this channel for a couple of years or looking into our programs on guitarmastery.net, then you know what behavior that looks like. It looks like deciding what you want to practice and deciding on something that you can take all the way to mastery. That's the first decision. Don't dabble and linger with the mediocre going for good all the time. You need to take something, one thing at least, all the way to mastery, then everything changes. This is the secret to getting amazing guitar skills, but nobody does it. Only the ones who get amazing guitar skills, right? So it takes something as simple as a 6-note pattern, 6 notes down, alternate picking all the way. And then you say, that's the thing. How do I play this 2 million times, focused, repetition, no mistakes all the way? How do I do that? And we got all kinds of strategies. You can use a metronome. You can measure your progress. You can play the metronome game, right? You can do so many different things. And you can practice in front of the TV. You can take that skill of playing 6 notes down, practice it to the point where you can play it slowly, but you can play it without thinking too much about it. You can go, this is your skill level now, and you really use the metronome. You were all focused. You sat for hours building your skills to this point of being able to do it without looking, without thinking about it. And you can even talk as you're doing. That's the first level. Get to the place where you can practice without thinking about practicing. Now you can practice as you talk to your friends, watch TV, watch YouTube, learn things, learn a new language as you practice for hours, right? You can buy a little junior guitar you can have in your car, practice in the lunch breaks before you go home. Just get in the freaking repetitions, right? You get in the first million. You could go for 500,000 first off. Sit down, piece of paper, calculator, or just your phone, and then calculate, okay, whatever it is that I want to become extremely good at, make it a small loopable pattern, and then start calculating how many repetitions can I do, perfect repetitions with no stress, no straining, in 1 minute. Oh, I can do whatever number of repetitions. Good. How many is that in an hour? Okay. How many repetitions would you be able to do if your life depended on it for 1 week? Oh, I could practice there. I could do half an hour in the morning and I could sit down and talk to my friends. But first I have to get to the level where I can talk to people and do this. Okay. Come up with a plan. Do your 1 million repetitions or 500,000, or if that's still just too astronomical, go for 100,000. And I promise you, you can do that. You can do the first million in a couple of months. And you can do the second million, after taking a break after the 2 months and then spending 75 to 80% of your time just doing that one thing. And then you can do another session of 1 million repetitions again. And when people come up and ask you, oh, why are you so amazingly talented? How could you do that? That's magic. I didn't know you could. Then you just say, it's not talent, it's just repetition. But it's not just repetition, is it? It's not just practice, 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 because you can practice for 30 years and still become absolutely mediocre. You need focus. You need to take one thing and obsess about it. Take one thing, forget about learning to play guitar on the highest level. Learn to play 6 notes on 2 strings. Learn to play 4 chords faster than anyone in the world. Have a focus. And then everything is going to fall into place after that. The brain is going to go, Eureka! I can do this! Don't talk about being ambition or, I have a vision for where I want to go. Stop the vision thing. Stop the dreaming and wanting. Just go for it, for freak's sake, right? Don't wait and don't practice. I'm just getting a little bit better all the time. Don't get a little bit better all the time. Do 1 million repetitions of one single thing over 2 months. Then we're looking at mastery in action. I can predict where you're going with that. The practicing that everybody does, a little of that, a song here, something here, one practice routines that involves 10 different things in a day, it's going to take you exactly where it takes everybody else, to mediocrity.